Good weekend, all. Ira Epstein with your Metal Market Wrap-Up, and this is your weekly edition. So we're going to look at weekly charts for this Friday, the 9th of June, 2023. This is a huge week for the gold market coming up. We get the CPI numbers, we get the Fed decision, we get the European Central Bank. I believe we have the Bank of Japan also. You've got a massive amount of information. It's what I call PSH. I discussed this in detail in the financial market. The letters stand for pause, skip, or hike. It's one of the three that the Fed are going to do. I'm not going to review it again here. Take a look at that video. I did it. Let's save time. When we look at the gold market, you can see that the market for the week is just about unchanged, down not even a tenth. So you can't say it did very much. I just got to keep coming back to this, and I'm going to step over here. I drew this line, folks, I'll bet 4 months ago. I'm guessing, maybe it was longer. And I said, I have a sneaking suspicion on a closing basis that's going to be a problem in the market. Come on. Pretty darn accurate that it did it. I didn't think that was going to hold up that way. By the way, let me come back here. You haven't been able to close under the 18-week moving average of closes. I'm friendly to this market. When you look at a weekly bar, we've had a correction in the marketplace. You have a pattern of a lower low, higher high. You see that. But you're fighting your battle right where you should, the 18-day average of closes. It's from here the market's going to decide what to do. On a weekly basis, get underneath this low that you made right here, and you got a problem in the market if you can close under it. From here is how you build a base to try to move higher if that doesn't get taken out. When I look at the Bollinger Bands, come on, they stopped the market. That was your brick wall. The market hit it, backed away, hit it. Remember, this is a weekly chart. So you hit it, you backed away for 2 weeks, you went up, hit it, then you fell back, and you're regrouping at the 18-day average. And you had been overbought, and you're working your way out. Now, why do I think it's a big week for the gold market? Well, what we saw off the unemployment claim number was what on yesterday? We saw the market that if the market thinks that the Fed is through, a skip, we'll call it this time, on raising rates, the dollar fell, interest rates fell, and with that pressure came away from holding gold back. Gold jumped and silver went up 80 some odd cents. That's what you're fighting. I don't think anybody out there thinks that inflation and core inflation is just going to go galloping lower. Could it? Of course it could. I'm not seeing anything that says it is. Nothing. So the question for the Fed is, do they get enough on the CPI on Tuesday? They're in the meeting, but they can see the numbers, to use that to make a decision to skip, or is the inflation come in strong? And if it is, they go with another 25 basis point hike. Let's talk that they go for the hike. You know the naysayers will say it instantly. This is the last hike. The Fed's through, thank God, we're done with it. Market breaks may be off that, and they come in and do what they've done every time. They start buying like mad. And they'll argue that was it. Now, from this point forward is where the Fed's going to pivot. I don't know that that's true, but they have been saying this 6 months into when the Fed began the hikes. You know that's they're going to end. They'll never go the whole route. That's what we've heard all the way through. Well, if you cry wolf enough, the wolf's there. And that's what's going on. Eventually, they've worn it out. But here's what they've done on a phenomenal basis in some of these markets. They have fought that, and they have won. Yeah, interest rates went crazy. We were just up to 7% in 30-day rates just recently. All right. The stock market didn't fall apart. Gold is giving back $100 an ounce, but nobody thinks the inflation battle's over with gold. The question is, does the Fed go to a pause? Or does it go to the 25-point hike? And as I just said, if they go to the hike, already the naysayers will say, that's it, and they'll get friendly to gold off of that just a week or two later. That's what I think. It'll be one of those ways. You can see the gold-silver ratio failed at the 18-week average of closes. Bang. right on down. And where did the silver go? Silver got a heck of a nice bounce. Now, is silver in an uptrend? It is not. It came down and it held on the weekly chart, just like gold. The 18-week average, the daily chart was much more friendly on silver than gold, but not the weekly. You're in no man's land until we're through and we can answer on Wednesday which way did it go, and I'll cover it with you as this is all unfolding. In the copper market, the market is desperate for China to do something. The rumor mill is going freakish that, hey, China's going to first cut more deposit rates and anything they can. It's going to instruct bankers, this is the rumor mill, to loosen the lending. They've got inflation down. They don't have inflation problems. They got to spur the economy. And some people think it'll be this week. I don't know their timing. In the platinum market, you've got lower highs, lower lows. Now, why is nobody mentioning in platinum and palladium that all you and I keep hearing is all the new models of electric cars that are coming? None of them use platinum and palladium converters. In other words, your small converters and all, they're not going to use them. You're going to have declining demand on these markets. It doesn't go away 1, 2, 3. You know, you're not at a third of all the cars being made in the United States. Won't be using platinum or palladium, diesel, whatever. But you are in other countries. You know, if you go to the Netherlands, I'm telling you what's going on. Go to Norway. You know, 65% of the auto sales are electric or more. China, it's a monster amount that they're doing. So worldwide, there's a problem. You got to start factoring it in because there's going to be soon a surplus of that metal, in my opinion. In the dollar, we're grinding our way higher. That's the right way to phrase it. It's going to depend on what comes out on Tuesday and Wednesday. Why gamble it? Go on vacation if you're a dollar trader. Just sit back, let the market do nothing for you, and you wait on it. That would be the things that I do. And I'm going to be writing about it. Now, let me tell you how I do my research, because I like to give it to you for free. It's a trial, obviously. Monday through Thursday, I write 2 updates. One comes out before noon, that's Central Time, the other before 8 p.m. Central Time. I cover ideas on trading in my writing. I'm going to point you in directions to bring ideas. Then I'm going to have written trade recommendations in there, and I back it up in the morning with a video that shows you why I'm making that recommendation. I make you a promise. If you're looking for me to be right all the time, wrong guy. If you're looking for me to be wrong all the time, wrong guy. Both ways, all right? I'll hold my own over time. And you'll see money management the way that I believe in it. You'll see the slow stochastic trades. You'll see trend trades that come different. And we do talk the weekly and the daily. In addition, I'll be happy to give you all of Linn's research with it, so you can really see why you should be with us. We don't want a credit card. It's real simple to get it. Move your cursor to the top up here. You'll get an icon, click it. You can go to our website if that doesn't work for you, and under free offers, it's there. And you can always call my staff during the week. They'll get you set up right away. It's going to be an interesting week. I think you're going to see what I have to say. Remember those letters, PSH. Pause, skip, or hike. I'm Ira Epstein. You have a good day.